Imagine living in a world where shadows aren't just shadows. They're alive. They have stories. Stories of their past lives. Now imagine you're the only one who can hear them. This is the story of a boy who could talk to shadows. But what starts as a gift quickly turns into something much darker. One shadow hides a secret that could change everything. What would you do if shadows could speak to you? Let's dive in. There was once a boy named Ethan, quiet and curious. He didn't have many friends, but he loved exploring the world around him. One day, while playing in his dimly lit attic, he noticed something strange. The shadows on the wall moved. At first, he thought it was his imagination, but then one of them spoke. "You can hear us?" it asked. Ethan froze, his heart racing. Who are you?" he whispered. And just like that, his life changed forever. The shadows weren't just dark shapes. They were voices, waiting to be heard. Ethan started spending hours talking to the shadows. Each one had a story. One shadow spoke of being a brave knight in a distant kingdom, fighting dragons to protect his people. Another was a kind healer who once saved countless lives during a terrible plague. Some stories were happy, others were heartbreaking. Ethan learned so much from them: courage, kindness, and the weight of choices. The shadows became his friends, teaching him things no one else could. But among them, there was one shadow that didn't speak much. It just watched, and its silence felt heavy. This shadow was different. It didn't share grand tales or talk about its past. When Ethan asked, it would give vague answers or change the subject. "Why won't you tell me your story?" Ethan asked one day. The shadow hesitated. "Some stories are better left untold," it replied. But Ethan couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. This shadow seemed darker, colder, as if it didn't belong with the others. And sometimes, Ethan would catch it moving when he wasn't looking, watching him, waiting. Ethan knew he had to find out the truth. One night, Ethan confronted the shadow. "Tell me who you really are," he demanded. The shadow sighed, its voice low and chilling. "I wasn't like the others. I wasn't a hero or a healer. I was something else." Ethan's heart pounded. "What do you mean?" "I was someone who caused pain, who made others suffer. And when I died, my soul was trapped here, in the darkness." The room felt colder. Ethan realized the shadow had been hiding its true nature all along. It wasn't just a storyteller, it was a warning, a reminder of what happens when darkness takes over. Ethan had to make a choice. The shadow begged him for help. "You're the only one who can set me free," it pleaded. But Ethan hesitated. Could he trust it? What if setting it free unleashed something terrible? He thought about everything he'd learned from the other shadows, their bravery, their kindness. He realized he couldn't let fear control him. Taking a deep breath, Ethan faced the shadow. "I'll help you," he said, "but only if you promise to change." The shadow paused, then nodded. "I promise." With that, Ethan found the courage to do what needed to be done. In the end, Ethan helped the shadow find peace. It faded away, leaving behind a sense of calm. But the experience changed Ethan forever. He learned that even the darkest shadows have a story, and sometimes all they need is a chance to be heard. From that day on, Ethan wasn't afraid of the dark anymore. He knew that even in the deepest shadows, there's a spark of light waiting to shine. What would you do if shadows could talk to you? Would you listen to their stories, or would you turn away? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more mysterious stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.